All right, so today is September the 19th, and it's Overwhelmed to Peace. And at this particular moment, I'm with Angela, who's given us an update on where she's at. And Beth just texted that she's trying. Okay, so update.
Okay, so not that much has changed. Well, I got a message back from the guy who I want to do the mixing. He was out of town because he was on tour with another band, which is why he was slow to respond. So he said, when I'm back in town, I will get back to you ASAP. So he's back in town today. So I'm still waiting to hear about the quote and how long it's going to take. So on that front, not much has changed. The good news is I have my song listing done, like, and in order. So that plan is in place. Just who's going to execute it is my question mark.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so I actually put in like sub genre, like sub things for each week, not just each. So yeah, so for this week I have get mixed. So that's going slowly. And then the social media strategy I put in for this week as well. Well, it's Monday, so I'm starting on that. I'm kind of in a little bit of flux right now because I need to know how long it's going to take to do the mixing before I can know when everything else needs to be slotted. So that's where I'm at. It's not a huge difference from last week. I also have been talking to a photographer because I've decided to maybe do something different for the CD cover. So that's a new thing in play. And we haven't set a date yet, but I'm still looking at options for cover and designer, which wasn't actually for this week, but I'm on that right now.
Okay, but it was for a future week, yeah. Right? Okay, which is fine. You know, working a little bit ahead will actually ensure that the actions that you want to get done by a certain time will actually get done. When you create actions in a week, that's just by when you need to get them complete. So you could very well work in advance to ensure that they will get complete. Not a problem.
Yeah, and I figure like while I'm waiting on these, because some things like I haven't had control over the timing. So yes. In the meantime, I'm trying to work on the things that I do have control over at the very least, even if the whole thing isn't going to be exactly on time.
Very good. So very good. So, you know, if one thing's not working, you want to go on to the next thing. It doesn't mean stop working for whatever that time period is. So it's a great use of your time. Sometimes you have to juggle around the weeks that you weren't expecting when you first created it, because stuff just comes up in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like floating actions from one week to another, but it's not like you're just not working in a week. You're replacing them with something else so that there's always forward movement on your project. So
yeah,
well
exactly.
done. Very well done.
I'm very good at juggling, Mimi. Very good at juggling.
Good. So we want you to juggle to completion, though.
Yeah, I should put that on my resume. Very good at juggling. Yeah.
All right. So now, you didn't make much forward movement, but you made movement. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Awesome. So that's what counts. So how does it feel to know that you're taking these steps toward your project that's going to be complete by, you know, the end of October?
I'm feeling good. There's other things on the go simultaneously. Again, back to the juggling, but it's forward movement every week, and that's the important part.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. So you know what you're doing this week. You're all set up.
Yeah, it's like kind of that frustration of like other people getting back to you, but the parts where I was stuck was a bit of my own like indecision, which I couldn't make action because I didn't know what I was asking for. So that's all over. Now it's like forward momentum from here.
Okay, good. So you sound like you're on the right track. So, you know, while I'm talking to Beth, figure out what actions you're going to take for this upcoming week or between now and our call in 2 weeks. What actions you need to take in order to fulfill on that on the next milestone.
Yeah, because that was so good that other week where we worked backwards. So for each week, I've already, and I think we did that the second, well, like two calls ago. We went through each week and what I had to do. So I actually have that already, which is how I know I'm ahead of the game a little bit, even though I'm behind in some ways.
Good. Great. Fabulous. Great job.
Cool. Well, like I said, I have to film an interview across town. So if I can skip out a bit early, that would be awesome for me, just so I'm not rushing my face off.
No problem. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Certainly be in communication either on Facebook, text, or phone if you need anything from me, okay?
That sounds great. Awesome. Thank you. I'll see you guys
Have
later.
an interview. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Beth, that leaves you and I. And you're on mute, so you have to unmute yourself.
Hi.
So what you might have missed, Beth, is that I'm in a co-working space right now, and I have somebody sitting here in the background who's done the program. He was the person who put me on this road to create time management modules. So he's done the work, but I just wanted to let you know, in case you're talking about something personal, that there's somebody here.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Are you speaking?
I am. You can't hear me. Shoot.
You're coming in and out. So I'm going to turn my camera off. So maybe I
Why
can.
don't you just call me? Can I just call?
No, because I want to record this for the people who aren't here.
Okay.
Awesome. So tell me about. So it's only been a week. Did you take actions this week on your plan?
I did. So I'm just going to turn so I'm not interrupting people as much. Yeah, so I took a lot of action. I feel like I'm really loud. Give me 2 minutes, okay?
You're not really loud.
For here.
Beth is queen of doing her things in Starbucks. Always in Starbucks. She should actually do commercials for Starbucks about how.
I should make money off of this.
Oh, 100%. She's probably been in every Starbucks in the city.
I will really seriously, like I will at some point when this gets settled, I will actually approach them. I'm not kidding. Okay. Me? Does it really matter? Okay, anyway. So
Okay, good.
Can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So what I did was I made a really, really detailed list. And so I just reviewed it before our call, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items done, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 that no, 1, 2, 3, 4 things I did not get done. So I'm starting to reschedule where they go and look at why did they not get done, and then I'm trying to figure out, okay, what's the thing I need to actually make it happen? Because one of the things I do, Mimi, I don't leave enough time for doing things, but that wasn't the case here. The case was no, that's not true. Part of it was I tried to put too many like creative things in 1 week, and when I was doing one creative thing, it swallowed up a lot of time. So that's one thing. The other is I need to actually be accountable. So I think I'm going to use you a lot more this week. If I get if I'm finding I can't do it or I'm blocked with something on this list, I'm going to call you. Is that something that you're available for?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect. Because I think there's some beliefs and fears in my way on some of this material. So.
Okay, and I will only pick up the phone if I'm on another call or in a meeting where I can't talk.
Yeah. No worries, because sometimes just the reaching out has me ask myself the questions Mimi would ask me. It gets Mimi in my head.
Okay.
Okay, good.
I was thinking about you yesterday.
Are you?
Yeah, I went for a womb blessing, but that's another conversation.
It is. Yes, good. Well, we have time. I think we have time booked tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. Good. The other thing is I hadn't done, which I like that I set this up. When I was doing my list, I was thinking like you, or trying to, and I set up I was doing some work and I need reviews. So I needed to update my LinkedIn and my website, some of my content. And so I realized that I need to have reviews with people. So I have that set. So I started to book my review meetings so that it's forcing me to get the content drafted. So that's one thing. So I didn't get all of those review meetings set up. So I'm just now making sure that they're in place. So that's something.
Okay.
Another thing I noticed, Mimi, one thing that I have not got in my calendar that I need to get in my calendar, which is having me shove things elsewhere, like it's pushing some of my things, is when I meet a lead, when I have a new lead, I have it built in time to connect with new leads. So I just did a speaking engagement on Sunday. I was at a BNI meeting last Tuesday. I did not build in any time for following up with them, booking, like having those conversations and messaging and getting them into my contacts. So that's a missing. And so that's actually causing stress in my calendar because it's nowhere and I cannot miss out those leads. So it was just something I realized today.
Okay, so say that a little shorter. What is it that you have to put into your calendar?
Okay. Time after events where I anticipate
leads.
meeting.
Yes. So whenever you go to an event the following day, you want to create, I'll be honest with you, I create a 2-hour occasion. And why do I create 2 hours?
That makes total sense.
Because you want to put them on your email contact list. You want to go into Facebook and like them. You want to go into LinkedIn and like them. You like there's like 3 or 4 different things you need to do with that one little email, and you might even be calling them.
I will. In fact, there's like a significant percentage that I have to need to reach out and actually book an appointment with them. So, or feel like get that comfort level one-on-one and book. So there's like, it could be a half an hour for the good leads, and then it could be 10 minutes for the less
crappy leads. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So leave yourself 2 hours after every event.
Okay.
And it could be, and I like to do it the day after because I never know when an email is going out or whatever that is, but it's fresh then. And then I'm not going to put it off because 3 days later I'm into my next thing, and it's like, oh, screw this, I have more important things to do. And that's just me, like the way my head works, is, So, but there are things that I will do while I'm doing that occasion of following up on events. I might have something to eat at the same time. So I'm eating while I'm putting in email addresses, or I'm liking people on Facebook. I'll be eating at the same time.
Right.
I might be doing this kind of thing while I'm doing laundry. Because when I'm doing laundry, you throw the clothes in the machine, and then the machine is doing the rest of the work. But this is something you can do in between while you're doing laundry. You're doing 2 things at the same time.
Okay, that makes sense. And I actually gained some time. So I found time I was missing, but I gained some time today when I was doing my coaching training, which is online, like it's like a phone call. Yeah. And I need, in some cases, it's practice coaching, so I have to be fully aware. But in other cases, it's listening to content that I've already read. There's just some discussion. Anyway, I did my cleaning of the house while I did that. So it was an hour where I got to actually clean the freaking house. I found time.
Yeah.
Pleased.
It's awesome. You just have to be really skilled at focusing on what's being said at the same time as you're doing that other thing.
Yes, that's what I found was a bit tricky. So I got my cleaning done a little slower than I would normally, but I got it done. So I was happy.
Yeah. Yeah. So and sometimes it's slower, sometimes it's just different. You just have to be skilled at it. I remember there was a call I was on. It was something like at 8 o'clock in the morning, or it was an 8 a.m. call. And at that particular time, I'm doing makeup or washing my hair or blow drying my hair or something like that. And I used to turn the call on, put my computer on the dresser. I did it through the phone. Sorry, through my computer. I would just walk around my room doing what I needed to do, make my bed, get my clothes out, whatever that was while this call was on, because I was only listening.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but it was something that I could focus on. And if I felt myself not focused on it, like I didn't know what the person just said, I couldn't recreate it or repeat it, I'd stop and I'd be with the call for a couple of minutes.
That's how I found it today. Yeah.
Good. Awesome. So what's the next milestone, and what do you have created for the next milestone?
Okay, my next milestone is that I have, sorry, I didn't even check if I reached my milestone. 10 calls made, check, yes. Draft LinkedIn update. I did do a draft. If not, I want to do a second draft before I do the reviews, but I did get a draft done. Online content done. No, that I did not meet. So that's kind of an action. I had a hard time with these early milestones, but yeah, so my online content is not done. Okay, so the milestone for next Monday is 27 calls made, so 17 new ones, and my LinkedIn updated online, and my funnels document ready. Now I've already drafted my funnels document. I got that done this week instead of next week, so I'm ahead of the game on that. So, and I'm really on, I've got in my schedule time to make calls. This has been great, maybe because it's having me really consciously, when I'm meeting people, great, get on a call with them, plan a call, be booking calls. So I'm in so much action around leads and in booking calls. Like that is like light years ahead of what I was doing. So that's awesome. The LinkedIn update, having this right here in my face, it's making me work on it. I hate it.
Okay, good. So now you just want to look at all the actions that you haven't done yet to fulfill on your October 3rd milestone and put them into your calendar for this week.
Okay, I will do that right when we get off the phone.
Right, because you already know that if you fulfill your October 3rd milestone, it's just going to make it that much more easy to fulfill the milestone, the completion milestone at the end of the month.
And honestly, I'll be so excited because that's new couple signed up. I'll be thrilled. It'll be great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. This has been really
helpful.
helpful.
Good. Anything else that you need from me?
No. Just knowing I can reach out and like, yeah, you're either there in person or at least just know you're hearing it at some point. That's awesome. That's really helpful.
Okay, I will, when we end this call, I'm probably going to call you back in within 5 minutes just to have the personal part of our phone call. Doesn't have to be recorded.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right.
Okay, thank you so much for being on the call today and for sharing where you're at so that it's an example for Rachel and Sherry.
Oh, and let me just share this. Last week, I was so behind. You know that. I came to the call unprepared for what I thought had to be done and unprepared for the thing I didn't know. And like just getting that amount done had me rolling really fast, like in a lot of action this week. So it's cool.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, talk to you.
Mwah. Speak to you later.
Okay, bye.